Hello everyone and welcome to my channel and the best inspires. So in this video I want to discuss a very crucial and important topic that will motivate us, that will encourage us to move forward in life no matter the challenges we encountered and never to give up. And the topic is knowing yourself, the secret to never giving up no matter the storms. Knowing who you are or knowing yourself, the secret to never giving up no matter the storms. Let me start by saying that the greatest discovery of all time is knowing who you are in life. It is the basis and the foundation for fulfilling your destiny. Every creature on earth by God has a destiny to fulfill. And failing to fulfill this destiny is one of the most greatest tragedy. In other words, let me say that the greatest tragedy on earth is not death, but a life that fails to fulfill God's divine purpose. When you understand your value, your identity, your calling, your purpose, you develop an unshakable strength that cannot be broken by trials, by temptation, by setback, by failure. When you know who you are in life, no matter how hard life hits at you, giving up can never be an option to you. In our world today, millions of people live in ignorance of their true identity, trapped by false label and limitation as a result of them not knowing who they are. So they believe on what people say about them or what people tell them, and as a result, it prevents them from achieving their best in life. When you don't know who you are in life, you are easily discouraged, frustrated, you abandon your dream. But when you know that you are created for a special purpose, no matter the opposition in life, you will understand that it is part of life's journey and not the end of it. You may face betrayal, you may face rejection, you may go through seasons of pains, but when you understand deep within yourself who you really are, you understand that those circumstances are not meant to destroy you, but to build you and to set you on the path of success. You will discover that you are not defined by those circumstances, but you are defined by your destiny. In our world today, there are great figures and personalities who have encountered failure, who have passed through the storms, through the valley, but yet they were able to succeed. They never give up on themselves because they understand who they were. When you look at the life story of such people like Nelson Mandela, he was in prison for 27 years for opposing discriminations in South Africa in the year 1948 to early 1990s. And after he came out of the prison in 1994 to 1990, he became a president and he put a stop to that. When you look at the story of Elon Musk, he faced a lot of criticism, but yet he was able to build a Tesla and other innovations, and today the world is praising him. When you look at the life story of a person like Thomas Edison, he tried several times to design the electric bulb, but he failed. But he never gave up until he was able to succeed, and today the world is praising him. When you look at the life story of Abraham Lincoln, he faced several times in businesses, even in election, but yet he became the 16th president of the United States of America and was able to lead the country through the Civil War. When you look at the life story of people like Albert Einstein, he was considered being dull from day one, but yet today he is recognized as one of the most great scientists. When you look at the life story of Steve Jobs, he was fired from Apple, which he co-founded, but he later returned to the Apple company and was able to revolutionize technology with iPhone, and today the world is talking about him. When you look at so many stories of great personalities and figures in the world, no matter the storms they pass through, They didn't give up because they believed that their destiny were not defined by their circumstances. So no matter how you fall in life, no matter what you are passing through in life, always believe that God, your destiny is great. Never give up on yourself. No wonder, according to Nelson Mandela, it says, the greatest glory in life lies in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. So you must understand that no matter how you fall in life, don't allow that circumstances to weigh you down. Always rise and stand to your feet and believe that you have a great destiny to fulfill. Because when you rise and you pursue your destiny, definitely you will fulfill it. According to Tom Hopkins, an American expert, a sales writer, and a motivational speaker, he says, I am not judged by the number of times I failed, but by the number of times I succeed. And the number of times I succeed is in direct proportion to the number of times I can fail and keep trying. Let me state it again. It said, I am not judged by the number of times I failed, but by the number of times I succeed. And the number of times I succeed is in direct proportion to the number of times I can fail and keep trying. Let me explain what this means. We must understand that in life, failure is normal. So the greatest thing is that there is a success you achieve. And you must understand that success comes through many attempts. Many attempts include many failures. So when you fail and you keep trying, you will improve and learn. And as you keep improving and learn, you will succeed. In other words, you are judged by how often you succeed, but not how often you fail. So when you fail and you keep trying, you will definitely succeed. If you look at the best principle ever preached by Winston Churchill, it said that the best principle of success ever preached is never give up. Either you refuse to give up and be counted, or you lie down and be counted out. So no matter the storm you encounter in life, always stand on your feet. Never you quit, no matter the challenges. And I want us to understand that life challenges is like a potato or an egg that goes into boiling water and come out transformed in different forms. Let me explain what this means. When we say that life is like egg that goes into boiling water and comes out strong, we know that egg is very fragile, but once it gets into the hot water and is cooked, it comes out strong. So there are some people in life today that started so fragile, but due to the obstacles, the storms, the challenges they passed through, they came out resilient. They came out so strong. While there are some that started so strong, this is just like the potato that goes into the hot water and comes out soft. They started so strong, but in spite of the oppositions and the circumstances and life situations and storms, they give up, and some end up not fulfilling their destiny. So that is what I mean. So in life, you must understand that the challenges you are passing through are sometimes meant to build you and not to destroy you. So when you understand who you are in life, you will definitely stand. No matter what you pass through, you will not be defined by those circumstances. Sometimes the circumstances you pass through in life does not define you or does not determine you, but reveals your true character. So as someone who knows himself, you should always stand no matter the storms you encounter in life. And that reminds me of my personal story in the university. When I was in the university, I started with a CGPA of 1.66, and I was a written off because actually what happened was that I got the admission late, so I missed series of tests and assessment, and my result was as well manipulated by the exam officer. So when I had that result, I thought my end has come. At a point, I began to seek counseling from office to office, but I was told that I can never succeed. The best thing is for me to go and pick a new jam form. But I told myself, because I have read a lot of books of people who have encountered failure in life and how they were able to succeed. But firstly, I consider God first in my life. So I begin to operate on the principle on which they applied. And I can testify that I was able to break record in the entire university in the existence. I was able to move from department to department in the whole school to confirm whether anybody have such kind of result like me. I was able to make it, but none was found. But after serious study and with the knowledge I have had about people who have encountered failure, I was able to apply the principle, and I was able to break a record, and I proceeded for my master's and came out with a CGPA of 4.2. And today, I can stand boldly to counsel people. In fact, there was a student that met me while I was in the university, and I was able to share my story with him, and I was able to motivate that student. From that moment, that student never had a B in his result. He graduated with distinction from 300 level to 500 level, and he was able to go for masters and came out with distinctions. So what am I trying to let us know? No matter the storms you are passing through in life, no matter the challenges, no matter the circumstances, please don't give up. Always believe in yourself. Sometimes the people who commit suicide in life, these are people with great destiny. Devil does not fight what does not have value. For the fact that you are passing through those things, it shows that your life, your destiny is so great. So don't give up. Do what the clock is doing. The clock is always moving in the clockwise direction and never in the anti-clockwise direction. So be focused, be determined, don't be moved by the storms, and at the end, you will succeed. And that is my prayer for you. God bless every one of you that is watching this video, and I decree that your life will not remain the same. Don't give up on yourself. God bless you. My name remain Engineer Andrew with you. Have a wonderful time. Remain blessed.